to dance that would show her all the beauties of life that surrounded her, and how all these things are connected to form the world we live in. At the end of the dance, he captured the heart of the woman. This is the story of life and creation, the Hoop Dance.
Hey, hey. Thank you. What you just seen right now is known as the Indian Taos hoop dance. This style of old Indian dance is originally hundreds of years old, born in the village of the Taos. Through a young man's dream, through this style of dance, our older people use hoops, creating images showing respect to all living life. Some of our older people, they say that originally this was a very old dance of courtship. At the very first hoop used represented being born into the world. Throughout the dance, images of land, sky, water, animals, birds, bear, elk, deer, horse, tree, flower, turtle, an eagle's nest, even the formation of a snake into a ladder are created. Here to my right, this adobe home, this structure, this dwelling. This is the way it would have looked when this dance was born hundreds of years ago. People lived in homes very similar to this here. Looking upon the top, you will notice a large wooden ladder, one of the formations in the middle of the hoop dance. For myself, my name is Gary Westgate. I'm a Yuk. I come from a family known as the Chief Burnett and what I'll say, Kimo Komekwa family. Originally, my family came from the Great Lakes region of the U.S. My family was relocated, moved by the government to the Prairie Band Potawatomi Indian Reserve in northeastern Kansas, where our family tribe today reside. Back there behind you, you will see a few photographs documented through the Smithsonian Museum and the Library of Congress in Washington, D.C. In those photographs are all pictures of my family, father, grandfather, 3 of my great-grandparents and grandmothers back home on the reservation where they lived. My grandparents, every single one of them were very well noted, documented chiefs in American history during the shaping of the United States. That's the reason why so many photographs were taken of them by anthropologists documenting their assimilation into American society. Today the region you know as the Great Lakes of Chicago, Illinois was our homeland. My relatives were historically noted and documented for signing more treaties than any tribe in the history of the United States. My great-grandfather's grandfather was noted for what Americans today know as the Fort Dearborn Massacre. In complicated and sensitive history, my family was relocated to Missouri, Iowa, and then to Kansas. That is where our tribe has been for about 150 years, 26 miles north of Topeka, Kansas, on an 11 square mile Indian reservation. Our tribe consists of a little over 4,000 documented enrolled tribal members. I'm one of 187 of us that own homes here in California today. The biological great-grandson of one of the last principal chiefs and holy men documented in our tribe, and through the museum, there's a man pictured back there in the very center, my great-grandfather. What does that mean today in the modern time of 2016? As I tell everyone, it really doesn't mean anything. I am not a chief, and I'm not a holy man. I'm not like my relatives in those photographs. Spiritually, traditionally, as I always say, I will always be connected to my family, but today, realistically, the world of the American Indian has honestly changed dramatically. I'd be lying to you if I tried to pretend that I was living a full-on lifestyle like my relatives long ago. The reality for myself and most true-blooded American Indians, no different than any of yours. American citizens who deal with the same realities of life, no different than anyone else. The only way we can truly be connected to family and people is through our language, prayer, song, and dance. For a small moment in time, we look at the world where our old ones day, inviting all of you, the beautiful cultures around the world, and we have friendship, harmony, and healing. We thank you very much for being here today. The feathers that you see here on our stage, these are eagle feathers. Now, eagle feathers in the United States, these are illegal. You're actually not allowed to sell them, and you're not allowed to buy them. They are protected by the federal government. If anybody's ever caught selling or buying them, they can actually go to jail for a pretty long time. American Indians have used these feathers for thousands of years as a form of prayer. In 1962, they were put on the endangered species list. American Indians had to fight for civil and religious rights up until the year 1978. The ban was lifted only for American Indians. Today, you must be a true-blooded tribal member documented from Indian reservation enrollment to carry these feathers legally in the United States, First Nation, Canadian, and Alaskan Natives. The headdress here to my left is noted as a war bonnet. This is the visual of the American Indian, but the truth is, most tribes never ever wore headdresses like this. This was only worn by northern and southern plains tribes. Out of 566 tribes in the United States, most of them never wore something like this. Today, many people want to know, is it okay to wear this? This would be equivalent to dressing up as a Marine, dressing up as a Navy SEAL, or even wearing a Purple Heart. If you've never done these things, you should never ever dress like that. Traditionally, this was only worn by warrior societies. This was basically worn by a veteran of war. Even in modern time, we wear it in a hereditary way, or basically in honor of our old ones that passed away through warfare, or were in warfare a long time ago through Indian ways. Again, this is noted as the war bonnet, worn only by northern and southern plains tribes. Again, everyone, my name is Gary Whiskey. I'm basically enrolled tribal member of the Prairie Band Potawatomis out of Ndian, Kansas. My family is documented by the Smithsonian Library of Commerce, Kansas, and Wisconsin Historical Society Museum under the name of Chief Burnett and Chief Whiskey family. Everyone out there, thank all of you so much for being here. If you do have any questions about anything, please feel free to ask anything you like. Thank you all so much for your time. Please have a great day here at Knott's Berry Farm. Thank you.
Mr. Blanford. And